How's it going, everyone? This is Nate with Dubs Cards, and I'm going to put out another SGC grading order. And this time I figured I would show you guys what I've already kind of got ready to go, and we can do a little bit of review before I send them out. All right, so little backstory. I'm a Mets fan, Red Sox fan. So a couple of these are kind of PC hits. I'd like to sell a few of these to pay for grading fees. That'd be kind of cool. So let's get to it. So this one is probably a PC hit. This is a 1983 Topps Traded Darryl Strawberry rookie card. Obviously a little bit off center, but this came right out of a factory sealed set that I bought a couple years ago. It's in pretty decent shape. All these were sold in factory sets, and looking at the comps online, this ain't gonna pay for the whole grading service, that's for sure, but I like it. Always wanted to do it. On this one in particular, I know somebody that works at a grading service, and they actually like if you do this. What I do is I just put this little sticky note on. All it does is help them pull it out a little easier. It's obviously not hooked to the card. All I did was take one of these little tabs, stick it to the back. I know you guys probably already know this. I just kind of open these up a little first. I don't want to force the cards in too much. And then I usually put them in kind of this backwards way. It's not mandatory to do any of this. I just like the grading guys. I want it to be easy on them. It's just a little piece there, and I use a brand new card saver and a brand new penny sleeve. So enough of that. So I got a Darryl Strawberry rookie. The next one is the elusive, not so elusive. I think you can read that. This one here is an 89 Fleer Billy Ripken error card. I think it's 616. I actually pulled two of these out of a wax box maybe 12 years ago, and I got the other one graded on PSA. This one has a little bit of chatter, I guess you'd say, on the edge. I don't know how much that'll affect. I took a little kind of real clean rag and just kind of went up the end of it. I'm not gonna, I guess, molest the card, so we'll see. Still a pretty cool card. I know that in recent years they've gone up. The centering looks pretty good. The corners look pretty decent. A little white down there, but it's almost like that was the edge of one of these white lines. Not a bad card. Like I said, I already have one graded in PSA 9. Let's go for SGC this time. This one's probably one of the more expensive cards in this lot. This is a 2005-2006 Upper Deck Series 1 Young Gun Sidney Crosby rookie card. I pulled this also out of a pack. I pulled two of these. The other video showed I got the other one graded a 9. Figured I'd send this one out too. This one had a little bit of surface on the bottom. It's not a dent per se. A little bit of a wear, and I didn't realize this when I took this out. I had all these in one touches. Like I said, I pulled this card. It's going to be hard to read, but yeah, you can see it. See this line that kind of goes straight up the card? Yeah, you can see it there. That came from the factory that way, so we'll see. I mean, even a PSA or a SGC 8 is going to be pretty decent money. This will be one I'll sell. I have two, so I don't mind selling doubles. Next card is also a double. I got this one graded a PSA 9. I sent an order out a little while ago in PSA, and I didn't make any videos of it. This is a 2006-2007 Upper Deck Young Guns Yevgeny Malkin. back in the 2000s of this year, I used to be a Penguins fan, so I bought all these brand new in wax boxes back in the day, and I pulled it myself. These were all been in one touches until I just took them out about an hour ago. Corners are good. Centering's good. You know, any of these little dots are on the card savers themselves. Pretty decent card. Good player. I really liked him. That's that one. Another one is also one that I got graded through PSA, and this is a 2005, 2006, I think, yeah, Upper Deck Power Play. This was a redemption rookies. They came in 4 sets of 10 cards. So you had to redeem 4 different redemption cards out of packs, and you could get 10 players in a set. Obviously, they split up Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin. I have Crosby's, but I'm not so much a Malkin fan, and they're worth money, so I'm going to sell this one also. Like I said, these have been in one touches. Even back in the day, I knew these would be pretty decent cards, so I took care of them. And this was a redemption. I still have the redemption cards that they just wanted you to scratch the back and send in the number. Pretty decent card, all good shape. This one caught me by surprise. I'm not a super basketball fan, but if you saw in my last video, I do like late 80s, mid 80s, late 80s, early 90s basketball. I was a big Larry Bird fan, big Michael Jordan fan. I think a lot of you know what this card is. This is a 1990-91 Hoops card number 205. There's a variant. This is the variant A. This is the first card that came out. If you don't know, let me get my trusty pointer here. These 2 kids right here are the Menendez brothers. I guess they went and the parents and decided to go to a basketball game. So this card, kind of creepy, but kind of sells for some decent money. I have 2. I actually have 2 hand collated sets I made back in the 90s. But I bought a wax box of these, 15 years ago, I guess, and opened it up. I wanted some more Jordans. This one has a little more orange to it. This one's not. They're both pulled out of packs. I pulled them. So I'm going to send these out. We'll see how that goes. Now, the rest of these cards are basically baseball. That was the last of that. So I'll put this one up here. I actually have my son's name is Sidney. He's named after Sidney Crosby, so why not? And you know what? I'll put him up there. It's a PC hit. It's not always about how much stuff's worth. All right, moving on to stack 2. This is a 1966 Topps Pete Rose card. Back's a little faded. Not bad shape. If you saw my last video, that's the number 30. I sent one of these out already. I sent a 64, 65, and 66. I was digging around my personal collection box and found this. Down at the bottom, it's kind of big. At the top, it's a little small. This is a bias cut. It measures square. I did put the squareness tool to it. It's just the way the card was printed kind of on askew. So, it's Pete Rose. He's one of my PC guys. Might as well send this one out. This could be a seller. I got one last time. I'll see how that goes. Here's a 68 Topps Pete Rose. Ironically, the same kind of twist to it. It measures square. A little bit there, big there. A little bit here, big there. So it is off. 1968 Pete Rose. The back is really sharp. It's an overall sharp card. I mean, I don't think these are, I can retire from this sale, but, why not? It's a double. Now we move into a 4-card lot that I purchased off a good friend of mine maybe 6-8 years ago. This was his personal set that he hand collated as a kid. I bought the whole set off him 1975. He had it in a box, and he hadn't touched it probably since 1976. So original owner to these cards. Very, very good condition cards. 1975 Topps. Nolan Ryan is one of my top 5 all-time favorite players. It does have a black mark on the back of the card. Other than that, nothing really crazy going on with it. You know, these are 40 some odd year old cards in pretty good shape. A little bit of a, whatever you call those things, little mark. So I bought this set. This is a set card, so I'm not sure I'll part with them. We'll see. I'd like to maybe keep it as a set and sell it all. This one came out of it also. A Robin Yount, 1975 Topps, rookie card, 223. Arguably one of the great shortstops of the 80s. Really good shape, really good color on it. Bottom has a little bit of wear, but nothing crazy. Here's a good, surface shot. That little weird mark you see down at the bottom is the plastic in the sleeve. If you send in that Yount, I mean, you got to send in the Brett. This one, probably 90-10 side to side. But, hey, what are you going to do? You're going to send it. Really sharp colors. It is offset. And like I said, this is part of a set. So maybe it'll make the whole set go up. And as a Mets fan, one of my favorite players all time is the Kid. Prior to Ken Griffey Jr., there was Gary Carter was the Kid. I grew up in New England, so I'm a huge Expos fan. Hopefully they'll make a comeback. Oh, fisheye, that's what I was going to call these. There's one there. And I think there was one, maybe not. Oh yeah, there's a little bit there, but pretty good card. Very good visual eye appeal on this card. All great shape. Original, came from original guy, original owner. This card hasn't been molested or nothing. No juice has been rubbed on it, nothing. I just took it out of the box. These weren't even in, none of these were even in one touches. They were just in a straight box. So these are some pretty cool cards for a PC hit. Now, keeping with the PC guys, well, let's throw one up there. I want to throw up, let's throw up the Kid. Oh, Kid has other plans. These little things are a little crazy, a little crazy. Is that going to stay? We'll see. All right. So, one of my favorite cards of Nolan Ryan, top 3, is probably this 1980. This is not the Topps, though. As you see from that, this is the O-Peachy. 303 O-Peachy. Really, bright colors on the back of this one. And it'll say, probably right here, O-Peachy, printed in Canada. I have maybe 20 copies of this in Topps, but I only have maybe 2 of these. O-Peachy was notorious to having these jaggy cuts, pretty janky. I don't know how much it gets affected by it. I know that I've seen PSA 9s and 10s with some of that on the edge, so we'll see where this goes. If this card grades really, really high, it may be a seller. We'll see. Next one is, and I didn't even know I had this card. You ever do that? Go through your cards and go, man, I didn't remember I had this. Very good condition. Not terribly expensive, even a PSA 9 and 10. This is a 1980 Topps Burger King card. See the Burger King Collector Series on it. Nolan Ryan. Really like Nolan Ryan. See this one? Says he's on the Angels, but now with the Astros. Well, there he is. Now he's on the Astros. Kabang. Right there. Card number 9. I don't know much about how these were distributed. In 1980, I was 4 years old, so I did not have any chance of pulling these myself. But I know I was eating burgers. That was for sure. All right, then we get into, these are 5 cards that are doubles, triples, quadruples. Heck, I think I got probably half a dozen of these altogether. 1971 Pete Rose. It is a little janky. Bottom has a little bit of wear and tear. It is off-center, top to bottom, left to right. This will probably be one that I'll sell. 1971 Topps. This was not affiliated with anything other than I had just bought it and kept it. To go along with that, this is my number 3 1971 Topps Nolan Ryan card. I actually have a couple of them that are a little better condition than this, so this will probably be one that I'll sell. When I say that, it's not too bad. There is a little bit of wear, even a slight crease on that top. Corners look good, pretty good. This card's 50-year-old card. 1971 Topps, Nolan Ryan. The reason I like it, it's his last year in a Mets uniform. And I was a big Mets fan, so this one will go on the list to sell. Now, if you watch my last video, or my only other video, I sent in some 1972 Topps cards. I sent in one Pete Rose, one Nolan Ryan. Here's the other two I have. One of these goes with a full set. The same guy that I got the 1975 Topps set that I just told you, I got a whole set of 1972 that was missing maybe 20 cards and there was some extras. So these are the extras. I sent one of these out last time. Here's the other two. So one of these has to go back into my factory set. Not factory set, hand-clad set. This one, though, I noticed, hard to pick up on the camera, there's some scratches right here. There you go. You can kind of see it. Looks like somebody, somebody got the cat out and scratched it. But hey, what are you going to do? 72 is a hard set to get pretty good cards in. I mean, look at the shape. Other than that, this guy took very good care of these cards. He collected them as a kid, put them away in a box, and didn't take them out till I met him. So we got one and we got two of these. So that'll make 3 of these total. I would be willing to sell 1 or 2 of these. I want to keep the best condition one for myself. This one had a big old black stain on the back. I assure you it's nothing that guy did. That's the way they're printed. And then to top that off, here is the 1972 Topps Nolan Ryan. Bottom has a little bit of jankification right down on this corner. For how old the card is, it's in pretty good shape. This edge has a little bit of wavy gravy. I think the last one I got a SGC 7 on this one and a 7.5 on this one. So we'll see how this goes. And from what I've heard is this card's been airbrushed. This is actually his Mets pinstripe jersey, and they took an old photo. So when I said the 71 Topps might have been his last year in a Mets uniform, I'm thinking this was a Mets uniform also. But pretty awesome. All right, so that's 20 cards there. I think I would want to put up the Noel. All right, so what I did was I ended up buying a complete 1971 Topps set off of this guy. Same guy that I got the 75 set and the 72 set. I got the 71 set. It took a while. He did not want to get rid of this set. I gave him a very good price. I showed him, eBay comps, the whole deal. And I may disclose later how much I paid for it. But these cards were in really good shape for 71s. This Rich Allen high number goes for a lot. These cards are part of a full set, and I have more of these. I put all these in top loaders like 10 or 11 years ago when I bought it. So they're part of a set. I don't know if I'll break the set up and then sell these and try to get a replacement. The whole set's in very good condition, so I don't know if I'll do that. I might want to sell this set with all the graded cards in it. Some are a little bit more wear than others. I just picked 10 cards. I wouldn't say out of random. I just picked 10. This Pete Rose card stinks because it's off center like the other one, but in good shape. I mean, none of these have crazy marks on them. You got a Steve Garvey rookie card. I mean, now we're getting into some real nice condition cards. I paid up for this. I mean, at today's price, it was a steal. But back then, 10, 12 years ago when I bought it, I mean, I couldn't have made any money if I went and sold it the next day. Steve Carlton. 71s are notoriously, I would say, one of the top 3, if not the top set. That's hard to grade. I don't expect to get any of these PSA 10. I would love to get a 9, or I would love to them all be 8s, to be honest with you. Consistent. You got Henry, Hank Aaron. No wax stains on any of these. Here you got Thurman Munson. This is, people think it's his rookie. His rookie's 1970. This is his All-Star Cup card, but it's his first year he's by himself. Card number 5. Ernest Banks. That one had a little jankification. But overall, a lot of good things. This is my favorite card, obviously. It does have a little bit of wear. I mean, nothing crazy. None of these have creases. None of these have visible errors. I know the glare on the camera, but I'm trying to show you the actual face of the cards. I mean, I would love this one to be an 8, but I don't want to say what they should be. I'm not a grader. I'm just a collector that has interest in cards. I'd like to put that one up here. So what I want you guys to do is comment below. I would love the comments, and tell me what you think is your favorite 2 or 3 cards, and tell me some grades. What do you think? I'm not a grader, but I will be sending these out by Monday. Today's Thursday. Yeah, maybe I'll send them tomorrow. We'll see. But here, I'll do a quick rundown. You got those 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I would love to get you guys to comment down below. Give me some grades, what you think, in your top 3 cards. This is Nate with Dubs Cards, over and out.